They always get a little bit upset when the sprinklers get turned off because all of the water gets blown out of the system and it sounds like the entire yard is hissing. Can you hear that?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It is 8:24 a.m. and here's Stella. She's hanging out on these round mats from Sharon. We're having an early day today because the guy that comes here to shut off my sprinklers is supposed to be here sometime between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. So I had to make sure that I was up and ready for my day by 8 o'clock. Here's Nancy. Good morning, Nancy. She wanted to come upstairs. Here's Splash. Good morning, Splash. Here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. And here's Boo. Good morning, Boo. How you doing, Boo? How you doing? Did you sleep good, Boo? This is where Boo slept last night. And Splash and Simba were up and running around like crazy this morning, which is good, but it woke me up before my alarm. I only ended up getting around 6 hours of sleep. Yesterday, I was so happy and I was very productive because I got between 7 and 8 hours of sleep. And then today, I got 6 hours and 5 minutes. And I've been wearing my Garmin fitness watch to bed. I've been wearing it all day, but I've also been wearing it to bed. And that's how I know how much sleep I've been getting. Because when I wake up, I'm like, okay, well, what is it telling me now? It only says I had like fair sleep. It should really say like poor instead of fair, but it says fair, which makes it sound like it's better than it is, but it's not. So, how you doing, Boo? How you doing, Boo? So today is the day that I am making homemade raw food. I went to the poultry farm yesterday, and I also went to Stu Leonard's because they had a sale on chicken parts. I was able to get drumsticks for I think it was 99 cents a pound, which is way cheaper than the poultry farm, and thighs for $1.99 a pound. And then I also picked up some beef for $4.99 a pound. And, when you're buying quite a few pounds, it could add up. Then I went to the poultry farm, and that's where I get the chicken necks, the chicken hearts, the chicken livers, and I also get some turkey parts there because they don't have the turkey parts in the stores. For some reason, the stores around here, they sell ground turkey, which the cats don't like when I buy it pre-ground. And they sell turkey legs, which are not good for me to make the homemade raw food with. And they'll sell turkey wings, but they don't sell the thighs. That's what I get at the poultry farm. I get boneless thighs, and that's what I use to make turkey-based food. I just want to make sure that the cats are getting several different proteins over the course of their week and just not eating chicken all the time. And I did ask the sprinkler company if they could change my appointment so it would be for the afternoon instead of the morning. And she told me that I am scheduled for the later part of the morning, which is good because then I feel like I have more time to get more things done. But it also means I'm kind of stuck here in the house. Although if I needed to go out and do something, I could probably run out now because chances are they're not going to be here for the next hour. However, based on my experience with other technicians for various things around the house, sometimes they do come early. Sometimes what I'm told is not the actual schedule. So even though she said I'm scheduled for later in the time frame between 8 and 12, he could end up showing up 2 hours early, like the HVAC guy did. So it is almost 9 a.m. and I'm here with the cats, and we've been having some morning spider playtime. So there's Simba in the box. There's Stella, and everyone has been enjoying playing with the spider, and everyone's been getting along. And here's Boo. And look at this. There's Nancy. Nancy's been playing with the spider with the other cats. Everyone's been taking turns. Sometimes Nancy tries to hog it. And where's Splash, you say? There's Splash. He's hanging out on the scratcher over there.
Come on, boo, don't you wanna play? Don't you wanna play with me today? Come on, boo, don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna jump and run? Come on, boo, don't you wanna play? Don't you wanna play with me today? Come on, boo, don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna jump and run?
I'm playing with Splash, and I just turned around and saw this. This is Nancy looking at Splash. Look at how she stares at him. Look at this. And Splash is looking at her like, what are you doing over there? It is 9:15 a.m. and here's Simba. And the cats are not happy because the sprinkler guy just showed up at 9:15. Now, they told me that I would be toward the latter end of the 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. time frame. 9:15 is not the latter end of this time frame. So it's a good thing I got up early and got ready early, because if I told someone, oh yeah, they'll be there toward the latter end of that time frame, I would think sometime around 11, between 11 and 12. And if they told me, oh yeah, they'll be in the back half of that time frame, that would be between 10 and 12. Someone coming here at 9:15 when the time frame was between 8 and 12. Yeah, that's not toward the latter end. So, good thing I haven't started feeding the cats yet. I'm in the process of cleaning up the kitchen and then I'm going to feed them. So, they always get a little bit upset when the sprinklers get turned off because all of the water gets blown out of the system and it sounds like the entire yard is hissing. Can you hear that? Do you hear that? What's going on, Simba? What's going on, Simba? It's always kind of amazing how much water's left in the system when it's turned off. Simba's the brave one today. He's the only one not hiding right now. It is 3 p.m. and there's Splash. He's on top of the armoire, sleeping in one of the cat beds. Here's Ringo. He's been in this window pretty much all morning. He's made himself very comfortable on top of the sofa cushion. There is a little quilt up there from Sharon. The cats love laying on it. And here's Richard. Look at him, he's laying on this chair and he's using the pillow as a pillow. Here's Sammy. She's following me around also. How you doing, Sammy? This is what Nancy loves doing in the afternoon. She loves laying on the bed in the sun. It's usually her and Richard. So I don't know if Richard's going to join her because Richard looks really comfortable where he is. And look at what's going on in here. It's Boo and Simba and they're sharing the day sofa. They look very comfortable. So today's a beautiful sunny day. It's a bit cooler out. It's probably only in the 60s. They have the window open, so they have some nice fresh air, but it's not too hot. How you doing, Simba? How you doing, Simba? You okay? He's very happy. How you doing, Boo? You okay? Boo's very happy too. Today for breakfast, the cats had some chunky chicken and chunky beef. And I didn't have the organ meats or the ground up chicken necks that I normally mix into them because I have to make food today. So what I did was I took 2 jars of chicken baby food and I mixed that in and that was like the gravy for them. Then I added multivitamins so that they're getting like all their vitamins and minerals and nutrients. And everyone really enjoyed it. So I thought that was a really nice change for them. Here's Stella. She's been laying on this kitchen chair. This is one of her favorite places recently. But Stella, you're going to have to move because I have to make homemade food, okay? I just gave the cats their Halloween toys. So Boo has this one. It says Boo. Boo, that's for you, Boo. And Stella has this one. She has one of the pumpkins. And Simba has this pink pom-pom. I don't know why no one's playing with their toys. And I gave Nancy a toy. Oh, there it is. There's a toy. She has the other Boo toy because she likes Boo so much. So I gave her the Boo toy. What are you doing, Nancy? You just kicking it? I just gave Splash the mouse. I thought he'd like that one. Splash usually enjoys a good toy. Boo's not too happy that I gave Nancy the other Boo toy. He says he should have had both of them. Sorry, Boo, but I know Nancy would really like it. See? Splash is having the most fun out of all the cats. But what I found is that when I give new toys to the cats, sometimes they don't want to play with them right away. Oh, now Stella wants the mouse? Is that what she's saying? It's 10:30 p.m. and the cats are enjoying some crunchies. There's Boo, Stella, Simba, and Splash. And there's Nancy. She's very happy to hang out with OG4. She really wants to be part of their group. And they're still a little bit wary of her. They spend a lot of time just watching her. Because I don't think that they really trust her. But it does remind me a lot of when Boo was reintegrated with Stella, Splash, and Simba, because, you know, he used to jump on them and attack them, and they didn't like that. And it took some time for him to get rid of that behavior. And they didn't trust him for quite a while. So eventually they got through it. So they should all get through this also. Look at this. There's just cats and cat stuff everywhere. They all just finished their crunchies. And I'm trying to finish a video. It is 11 a.m. and I just put some food outside for Cousin Oliver. And it is super windy today. So we're under like a red flag warning or something like that because we haven't had like substantial rain in, I don't know, like 28 days, almost a month. So everything is super dry outside. So there's definitely a chance for wildfires today because of the wind. So that's what's going on. Also, I noticed yesterday that some of the evergreen trees in my yard that always stay green, like they stay green throughout the year, are turning brown. So I'm very upset about that because these are very important, like privacy trees. So I definitely need to water them today, and that's what I want to do. Also, what I noticed the other day when I was taking a walk is you see all this grass area. I can't zoom in any farther with my camera. This is now like all dirt and dead grass. I've never, ever seen this like this before as long as I've lived here. So this is all the grass along the woods. It gets sun all day, and because we have not had rain, it's like walking through a desert area when I walk along the woods over here. It's always been green grass, but it's completely brown this year. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.